Bonjour everyone and welcome to our Parisian adventure, city's delectable culinary scene. Whether you're embodies romance, history, and a certain je ne sais quoi, it's a city that has something for everyone, from world-class art and iconic landmarks to charming cafes and hidden alleyways just waiting to be explored. Over the next few days, we're going to journey through the heart of Paris, uncovering its secrets and soaking up its vibrant energy. We'll wander through grand museums, marvel at architectural masterpieces, and indulge in the city's delectable culinary scene. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time visitor, Paris has a way of capturing your heart. So grab your beret, pack your appetite for adventure, and let's get this Parisian journey started. Our first stop takes us to the very symbol of Paris is history. Today, the structure needs no introduction. Standing tall at over 1,000 feet, it was originally built as a temporary exhibit for the 1889 World's Fair. Can you imagine? This masterpiece of engineering, mocked by some of the city's top artists at the time, was almost torn down just 20 years after it was built. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed. They recognized the tower's potential as a communications tower, and the rest, as they say, is history. Today, the Eiffel Tower welcomes millions of visitors each year, and it's easy to see why. Whether you choose to ascend to its lofty heights or admire it from afar, the Eiffel Tower is an unforgettable experience. From the top of the Eiffel Tower, Paris stretches out with lights, creating a truly magical ambiance. All the famous landmarks, the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre, the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, all bathed in that magical Parisian light. Now, I know what you're thinking: long lines, crowded platforms, tourist trap. And you wouldn't be entirely wrong. But trust me, the experience is well worth the effort. My advice? Purchase your tickets online in advance to avoid the longest queues. Consider going up in the evening when the city is aglow with lights, creating a truly magical ambiance. And don't forget your camera. You'll want to capture this breathtaking panorama for sure. From one icon to another, we now find ourselves at the Louvre. Or are you drawn to the winged victory of Samothrace of art? We're talking masterpieces by Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Rembrandt, the list goes on and on. You could easily spend days, weeks even, exploring the vast halls of the Louvre, and still only scratch the surface of its collection. But for those of us with limited time, a little strategy goes a long way. First things first, prioritize. Do you make a beeline for the enigmatic smile of the Mona Lisa? Or are you drawn to the winged victory of Samothrace, a stunning sculpture that captures the power and grace of ancient Greece? Whichever masterpieces speak to your soul, remember to take your time. Art appreciation is like savoring a fine wine. It's about slowing down and appreciating the nuances. Now, I'll be honest, the Louvre can feel a bit overwhelming, even crowds. And remember, it's okay to not see a sprawling complex, and it's easy to get turned around. But don't despair. There are ways to make your visit more enjoyable. First, grab a map. I know it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people wander aimlessly through these halls. Second, consider taking a guided tour. A good guide can provide context and insights that you might otherwise miss. Plus, they know all the shortcuts and can help you navigate the crowds. And remember, it's okay to not see everything. Focus on the areas that interest you most, and leave yourself wanting more. Notre Dame, it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? 2019 was a tragedy, no doubt. But it's been standing tall for over 850 years, witnessing the city's history unfold, from coronations to revolutions. You know, when you approach Notre Dame, take a moment to just soak it all in. Those soaring towers, the intricate facade, the stained glass windows that bathe the interior in a kaleidoscope of colors. It's no wonder Victor Hugo found inspiration for his famous novel here. And speaking of inspiration, the recent fire in 2019 was a tragedy, no doubt. But the spirit of Paris is resilient. The outpouring of support from around the world was heartwarming, and the ongoing restoration efforts are a testament to the cathedral's enduring legacy. Notre Dame will rise again, stronger than ever. Mark my words, it's going to be an incredible thing to witness in the years to come. Now, when you step inside Notre Dame, be prepared to be wowed. Little details that make exploring these old churches so... Those vaulted ceilings seem to disappear into the heavens, and the stained glass windows, especially the massive rose window, cast an ethereal glow on everything. And don't forget to look up. See those grotesque figures perched on the roofline? Those are gargoyles, and they're not just there for decoration. They actually serve a purpose. They act as waterspouts to protect the cathedral's walls from erosion. It's those little details that make exploring these old churches so fascinating. Now, a little tip for you. If you're up for a bit of a climb, make your way up to the towers. It's a bit of a workout, but trust me, the panoramic views of Paris from the top are worth every step. You'll get a bird's eye view of the Seine River snaking its way through the city, and you can even spot other landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Sacré-Cœur Basilica in the distance. So, take your time, wander the aisles, and let the spirit of history and artistry wash over you. Next, we're venturing a bit off the beaten path, but trust me, find painters setting up their easels in Place du Tertre. It's a great place to escape the crowds and find a moment of quiet. You see, Montmartre has this enchanting, almost village-like atmosphere that's a world away from the hustle and bustle of central Paris. Cobblestone streets wind their way past charming cafes, quirky shops, and ivy-covered buildings. And then, there are the artists. For centuries, Montmartre has been a haven for artists from Picasso to Dali. You'll still find painters setting up their easels in Place du Tertre, capturing the neighborhood's unique charm on canvas. Now, the heart of Montmartre is the Basilique du Sacré-Cœur, a stunning white-domed basilica that seems to glow against the blue sky. It's a relatively new church, completed in 1914, and it offers some of the best panoramic views of the city. But don't just admire it from afar, step inside and experience the tranquility of its vast interior, adorned with intricate mosaics and peaceful chapels. It's a great place to escape the crowds and find a moment of quiet reflection. Now, as you wander through Montmartre, keep your eyes peeled and a visit to the Musée de Montmartre. Before it was an artist's haven, Montmartre was a rural village, famous for its windmills and vineyards. In fact, you can still see a couple of those iconic windmills today, like the Moulin Rouge, which has been immortalized in countless paintings and films. And yes, it's still a cabaret with its iconic red windmill beckoning visitors for a taste of Parisian nightlife. For a taste of Montmartre's artistic heritage, I recommend a visit to the Musée de Montmartre. This charming museum is housed in a former residence of Renoir and other artists, and it offers a fascinating glimpse into the neighborhood's bohemian past. As you soak up the ambiance, remember, Montmartre is best explored on foot. Get lost in the maze of alleyways, stumble upon hidden courtyards, and discover your own little corner of Paris. The Champs-Élysées, it's the most famous avenue in Paris. You're there, why not indulge in a little window shopping? Encore to the Arc de Triomphe, this grand boulevard is a feast for the senses, a whirlwind of shops, cafes, theaters, and of course people watching. Now, let's be honest, the Champs-Élysées isn't exactly a hidden gem. It's a bustling tourist hub, but it's iconic for a reason. As you stroll along the wide sidewalks lined with chestnut trees, you'll understand why it's called the most beautiful avenue in the world. And while you're there, why not indulge in a little window shopping, or maybe even some actual shopping? The Champs-Élysées is home to flagship stores of luxury brands, department stores like Galeries Lafayette and Printemps, and of course plenty of souvenir shops. But even if you're on a budget, there's plenty to enjoy. Grab a coffee and a pastry at a sidewalk cafe and watch the world go by. Or catch a movie at one of the grand old cinemas, many of which still show films in their original language. Now, as you make your way up the Champs-Élysées, you'll tip. After you've experienced the grandeur of the Arc de Triomphe, this iconic monument, commissioned by Napoleon to celebrate his victories, stands at the western end of the avenue, a symbol of French pride and resilience. For a small fee, you can take the elevator or climb the stairs to the top of the Arc de Triomphe. And trust me, the views are spectacular. You'll have a 360-degree panorama of Paris, with the Champs-Élysées stretching out before you like a golden ribbon. But here's a little tip. After you've experienced the grandeur of the Arc de Triomphe, step away from the crowds and head to the nearby Jardin des Champs-Élysées. These tranquil gardens, designed in the 19th century, offer a welcome respite from the hustle and bustle of the avenue. Stroll along the shaded pathways, admire the fountains and sculptures, or simply relax on a bench and soak up the Parisian ambiance. It's a little slice of peace and tranquility in the heart of one of the world's busiest cities. Ah, the Seine River, it's the lifeblood of Paris, reflecting its beauty in its gentle currents. There's something so calming, so romantic about it. Whether you're strolling along its banks, enjoying a picnic lunch, or taking a boat tour, the Seine offers a unique perspective of Paris. Wander along its banks, discover charming bridges and picturesque views. Take in the sights and sounds of the city. A cruise down the Seine is a must-do. You'll see stunning views of iconic landmarks. Imagine gliding along the water, city lights twinkling. It's the perfect way to spend an evening in Paris. Now, when you're walking along the Seine, you'll notice there is an essential stop on any Parisian adventure, called bouquinistes, open-air booksellers. You can find everything from vintage postcards to rare first editions. It's a book lover's paradise and a unique aspect of Parisian culture. As you stroll, you might come across artists displaying their work, from painters capturing the Parisian light to caricaturists ready to turn you into art. And don't forget the love-lock bridges, symbolizing everlasting love. The Seine River is an essential stop on any Parisian adventure. Now, if you're looking to venture off the well-trodden tourist, it's a place where history and modernity coexist in perfect harmony. This vibrant and historic neighborhood, nestled in the heart of Paris, is a true hidden gem. Over the centuries, it transformed into a fashionable, aristocratic district. And today, it's a captivating blend of old-world charm and modern energy. Today, it's a buzzing hub of activity, with trendy boutiques, art galleries, and some of the city's most exciting culinary hotspots. It's a place where history and modernity coexist in perfect harmony. Le Marais is a neighborhood of inclusivity, known for its thriving LGBTQ+ community. Rainbow flags are proudly displayed, creating a welcoming atmosphere for everyone. Le Marais is also home to fantastic museums like the Musée Picasso. As evening descends, the neighborhood comes alive with trendy bars and clubs. Le Marais is brimming with history, culture, and vibrant energy. After a long day exploring Paris, you'll want a luxurious place to rest. Paris is not short on luxurious hotels. The iconic Hotel Ritz Paris is synonymous with luxury and elegance. Imagine sipping champagne in the Hemingway bar, or strolling through the manicured gardens, or perhaps the modern sophistication of Le Bristol Paris, known for its impeccable service and stunning rooftop pool. Now, choosing the right hotel can truly elevate your pool or Michelin-starred restaurant, So, choose wisely, my friends. Sanctuary where you can relax, recharge, and immerse yourself in the city's unique ambiance. When selecting your hotel, consider your personal preferences and priorities. Are you looking for a central location within walking distance of major attractions? Or do you prefer a quieter neighborhood with a more local feel? Do you prioritize luxurious amenities like a spa, pool, or Michelin-starred restaurant? Or are you looking for a more intimate and personalized experience? Once you have a good understanding of your needs, you can start browsing the many options available. Read reviews from other travelers, compare prices and amenities, and don't hesitate to contact the hotel directly if you have any questions. Remember, your hotel can be an integral part of your Parisian adventure. It's a place to create lasting memories, to experience the city's famed hospitality, and to truly indulge in the art of Parisian living. So, choose wisely, my friends, and prepare for a luxurious and unforgettable stay in the City of Lights. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, food. Get me started on the pastries. Macarons, eclairs, it's a feast for the belly. From simple pleasures like a warm baguette from a local boulangerie to the elegance of a Michelin-starred experience, Paris truly has something for everyone. You see, Parisian food is all about quality ingredients and time-honored techniques. Whether it's a classic croissant made with rich French butter or a perfectly seared steak frites, every bite is a testament to the French passion for good food. And don't even get me started on the pastries. Macarons, eclairs, pain au chocolat, these aren't just sweets, they're works of art. Remember, when in Paris, embrace the culinary adventure. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and try something new. One of the best things about Parisian food is the sheer variety, Parisian art, of people watching while sipping your café cozy bistro and warm up with a hearty bowl of French onion soup, or a classic coq au vin. Looking for something a little more exotic? Paris has embraced global cuisine, so you can find everything from Vietnamese pho to Moroccan tagine. And of course, no trip to Paris is complete without experiencing the city's vibrant café culture. Find a charming cafe, grab a seat at one of those iconic wicker chairs, and simply enjoy the Parisian art of people watching while sipping your café crème. Remember, food is an integral part of the Parisian experience. So, slow down, savor every bite, and let the flavors transport you. Paris, as you know, is synonymous with fashion, and while all dressed to impress, even if high fashion reaches a fever pitch twice a year during Paris Fashion Week. This is when the world's top designers descend upon the city to showcase their latest creations, transforming Paris into a global runway. Now, you might not be able to snag a ticket to the hottest shows, but the energy is contagious. The streets become a living, breathing fashion show themselves. Keep an eye out for stylish Parisians and international fashionistas, all dressed to impress. Even if high fashion isn't really your thing, Paris Fashion Week is a spectacle worth witnessing. It's a reminder that in Paris, style is more than just clothing, it's a way of life. But Paris's influence on fashion extends far beyond. Fashion is all about expressing your individuality. Iconic fashion houses, Chanel, Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, names synonymous with elegance and sophistication. And while their flagship stores on Avenue des Champs-Élysées might be out of reach for most budgets, window shopping is an art form in itself. But don't overlook the smaller boutiques tucked away on side streets. These hidden gems offer unique pieces from up-and-coming designers. Remember, in Paris, fashion is all about expressing your individuality. So whether you're browsing the racks of a vintage shop or admiring the latest haute couture, embrace the city's stylish spirit. Well folks, there you have it, your whirlwind tour of the City of Lights. From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, I hope this video has inspired you to discover the magic of Paris. Remember, travel is about embracing the unexpected, getting lost in new cultures, and creating memories that last a lifetime. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more travel guides and tips. See you in the next video.